Hey guys, King in the North here, back with some more Bloodborne. Last episode, we progressed through the Nightmare of Menses. Before we head back to that area, I do want to do a little bit of backtracking. Head to the first floor of the sick room. While we're in the loading screen, I'm going to explain what we're doing. For the true ending of this game, I believe you need 3 parts of the umbilical cord. There are 4 total in the game. And I am going to show off where they all are for this playthrough. The first one we got was at the abandoned workshop. The second one we're going to grab here is in Isafeka's sick room, I believe it is. I think we unlocked the door for this as well when we were running through. Let me... No, this is still closed, it looks like. Nope, it's closed. Alright, so we did unlock a shortcut for this area much earlier in the walkthrough. This wolf up here is no concern. It's not here. Interesting. But it's that area we rolled through the swamp and climbed a bunch of ladders to come up through this graveyard. And we walked back here. I think this squid Cthulhu guy is still back here. Yeah. Still wish I was doing more damage to him. Anyway. Climb this ladder. In the event, I did equip a arcane defense rune in the event that we do make it to the next boss. I'm hoping that this goes smoothly enough that I can do that. This section is not going to take long. Like I said when we came through here before, I did not want to fight Isafeka because I wanted to make sure I got the umbilical cord. I'm wondering if because I activated her dialogue, I may have messed this up, but we'll find out. I thought it was in this room. Just here. Well, she's not engaged, so I think this is okay. Here we are.
God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things. I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast. Oh, God, it feels awful. But it proves that I'm chosen. Don't you see how they writhe inside my head? It's rather rapturous. God, I'm nauseous. It's
Okay, so go through this again. I think we have to kill her now. 1/3 umbilical, yeah. So that's the other third of it. There's 2 other parts that we're going to get. One is by fighting a late game boss, which is basically the end of the game if you haven't completed other prerequisites. The other is through another NPC's quest line, which is not ready yet. So we have to wait on that. We are going to head back to the Nightmare Menses. From this point, I did want to get that taken care of. A little bit of backtracking, but simple enough. like I said, as long as the next section goes smoothly enough, I am going to take on another boss here. And we're 5 minutes in, so we're making good time. Should be okay, I think. We ended up, last episode, getting through this section, unlocking the shortcut. That's about halfway to where we have to get to. There's some passive enemies, but there are some really nasty guys that we have to take care of, and they could slow me down a little bit. So after coming back to that lantern, head back up this elevator. He said as long as you leave these guys alone, they won't bother you. They are going to become a little unhappy in a little bit because someone's going to attack us, and they are all going to attack us. I'm hoping because I'm not fighting them, they don't become a problem. Oh. I saw a shiny back here. Forgot. Blue elixir. You can actually use this as a plunge attack for that guy right there. If you run up here, it's a little sloppy to try and set it up to where it's going to work. But as soon as I go down there, he's going to aggro, and these guys are going to start fighting me. So I'm going to do my best to kill him quickly. They have a lot of health, but not too difficult to get a parry in. Oh shit, now they're all on me. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Alright, he's dead. I got these clowns to deal with. They don't do like a ton of damage or anything, but they're mainly there to stagger you like that. I also want to point out to be careful. There is a large pit here, and the attack for those guys is designed to push you a little bit and stagger you, so be wary of that. This guy is totally set up here to push you the hell off. There is another one back here. He's a little bit different. He's got like a jester's hat on. He's an archer. There's also other ones that look like him. They'll ram you with their head and knock you back quite a bit. There's one right here, but I don't think I can take him out without aggroing the other guys. I'm gonna try. These guys are super easy to parry. They have a pretty large wind-up, but the thing is, though, if you mess up that parry and they hit you, they do a ton of damage, so just keep that in mind. Do it at your own risk. Yeah, so he tried to ram me, stutter me a little bit. Dirty damn bludgeon. How about that? That's the first time I've seen that one, I think. Alright, I don't think there... Oh yeah, there is something back here. Lead elixir. Take this elevator. Right, there is another shortcut we want to take care of here. Where the hell is it? It might be a little bit further in. That's what it looks like. Alright. So the funny thing is, when I first played through this game on stream, I always kept calling these crows bird dogs, and when I got to this point, I was like, oh, so I wasn't technically wrong. Because, I kept calling them that because the birds had like this really bizarre sound that sounded like a dog, and here we are where there are dogs and that have bird heads, or the crow heads, and the crows have dog heads. Okay, there's a shortcut we want over there. Now, there is a really good rune here. I'm going to make sure I activate this shortcut before I attempt that rune, because that rune is positioned perfectly for you to try and jump into there, miss, and then fall to your death. But, as you can see, we are back at our lantern down here by the loft. So this, just shortened this zone by that much more for us. From where we started to where we are now, we won't have to go back through there again. But now that this is activated, we can use that lever if we pop back up at that lantern. Wow, I whiffed on so many of those, and I don't even know how. Down below there are dog birds. Dog bodies with bird heads. Okay, and for this... There. We did it. Tempering damp blood gem. So you definitely want to come in here. As you see, that's going to be a higher tiered one. It's worth grabbing. I can't remember if this item is worth its hassle, but we're about to find out. Oh shit, I totally thought I had him. I just shot the wall instead. Oh, blood chunk. Yeah, we want that. Okay, so up ahead is the boss. We're 12 minutes in. We have time for this, but we're going to do this the smart way. We're going to head back to the Hunter's Dream first. Take care of some business there. Like spend our blood echoes and check out that gemstone. I'm hoping I could one-shot this boss so it fits in smoothly, that with the episode not dragging on too long, because there is a little bit of exploring to do right after the boss. I'd like to keep that in the same episode as the boss. It doesn't take anything to fit this, so I'm gonna spend the echoes. Strength is only going to go up by 1. I'm not worried about Dorns right now. I will get us the 1400 though for our HP. Fortify... no, blood gemstone. Go to the cleaver first. I think this is the one we just got. I'm just trying to see if anything goes blue here on this tier. I think this is our best gem in this first slot. Yeah, there it is. So that'll put us up to 171. So equip that, and I think this is all going to stay the same. I want to check the axe real quick, because we technically did take something out of the cleaver, which could help us here. Doesn't seem like it. What about the second tier? Yeah, no. We did pick up this. Doesn't seem like it's any kind of upgrade. Add rapid poison effect. Okay. Alright, so the one for our cleaver is very nice. glad we came back to get that little bit extra damage. I am going to stick with that for most of the boss fight. Yeah, the base. Alright, so I'm going to go over this boss right now before we go in, because it's going to be a little hectic. When you first approach this boss, he's running from you. It's a little bit of a maze. I don't think you can hit him while he's running away from you. You got to get him into a dead end. It might take someone new to the game a little bit to figure that out, but you can direct him to a certain route, and when he's in that dead end, you can actually start hitting him. There are a couple skeleton-like enemies that once you kill, they'll stay down for a while, but they'll come back up. So he has 2 of those adds in his room with him. He, in his first phase, is not super dangerous, but he's got attacks that hurt. He mainly uses arcane, and that's why I have the arcane defense rune on right now to help deal with that. Second phase, he's going to be running again. You want to get him cornered into a room in which a gate will come down. That means he's essentially trapped in that area. You have to run around and get into that area from another spot. That can actually progress a little bit if I get lost. Go on for a little bit if I get lost, so hopefully I can nail that in one attempt. But here's a cutscene.
Ah, cause, or some say cosm. Do you hear our prayers? No, we shall not abandon the dream. No one can catch us. No one can stop us now.
So this is Micolash, the host of the nightmare. We are going to chase him. These are the skeleton enemies I was talking about. They're not really worth fighting. I am going to try to grab this stuff too as we go. So he's going to run. We want to get him to that section there. So he's going to run down right here, and he's going to stop at that doorway. So he stops basically at the intersections. And after he gets to that intersection... Oh, I got stuck on that guy. You want to run back down here and chase him. So he runs in the opposite direction that you're coming from. So you get him cornered in this room here. And he keeps doing that attack. That's basically all he's going to do, unless he's got another move that he's done that I haven't seen while I was in here. But it helps to take these guys out first, so you're not having to dodge around them while getting your attacks in. But this is basically what he does. He'll sit in the corner here and just try to keep dodging you and trying to do this attack while he's in here. It's funny, the first time I did this on stream, I had a second weapon equipped and I didn't even realize it, and it had no upgrades at all. And Bomp is sitting there watching me in stream, and we're like, why am I not doing any damage? I'm like, does this guy just have like ultra defense? He's like, yeah, it usually takes a little bit, but not like this. I had switched to a different weapon, didn't even realize it. But that is the first phase. The second phase, this is a little bit more dangerous.
Oh, majestic! A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream. But alas, not too far.
This section just opened up.
The nightmare swirls and churns unending.
I'm gonna pass over this for... Actually, this is blood vials. I want these. Shit. Get some of this back from Rally. I was hoping to roll by all that. I just got hit by an arrow. Okay, so chase him up here. He's gonna run this way into this mirror. I want to make sure I get this. I want to make sure I get this right, so it doesn't go on for too long. There's a room that we gotta chase him into. Is he? No, this is not where I want to be. Actually, if I fall this way, it might... Yeah, alright, so this was right. So he locks himself into here. If you fall down at a weird angle, he'll actually run in a different direction, which you don't want that to happen. So, what we're going to do now is we have to find a way to enter that room. I think this is where we just dropped down from. It is.
Did for the vacuous Rome.
Run back this way into this room. And this is the area to get to him. So, this phase is quite dangerous. He does the same attack he was doing, but he's also got another arcane ability, which I'm hoping he doesn't try to use in here. There it is. That's why I have the defense rune activated, because that thing does so much damage. I'm glad I was able to survive it, but that's just shitty luck that he happened to do that just as I was falling down. But you want to be aggressive here and try to keep him flinching as much as possible. Oh shit, that was we were actually in a riposte there. Alright, there we go.
Now I'm waking up. I'll forget everything.
Vince's cage. Alright. That bridge that moved up is the one we crossed to get into this area. It now takes us to a new spot. But nothing else is in here. We are going to backtrack a little bit. Like I said, there are items to grab in this area. And we're not super far along into this episode, so I'm okay with running back and grabbing that stuff. Hopefully I'm not going to take too long with doing it. There is one rune that we want to grab. So this is where we first came in. This is where I killed that guy, and Archer Buddy's still there. I think we actually have to go down here for an item. I think this splits off into two different sections. From the other side, yes. It's a stairwell that continues to go down. Some tough enemies here. There's a blood chiller guy. Lizard thing. I read online, I think somebody called it a blood chiller. I think that's what this thing is. Alright, so little guy here. There's also a big guy in the back, so hopefully we can bait out one at a time and not have to worry about fighting multiple things with this many echoes on our person. Sedative. This is where the big guy is, I think. Yeah. That's an archer. He's not going to want to chase us up here. If I shoot that guy, though, what I need to do is bait the big guy up here and get away from the archer. They said very easy to parry, but it's risky if you mess it up. So I could probably finish this guy off. Hopefully I don't get... Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get hit by that arrow while I was in mid-swing for one of those, because that guy probably would have finished me off. That's how much damage they do. This is the Moon Rune. So this is the max tier for the rune that will grant us more blood echoes for each kill that we do. Once we head back to the Hunter's Dream, I am going to equip that rune over the arcane defense one that we have, because extra blood echoes sure is nice. Alright. I think there's maybe like one or two more items that I did not grab because I was trying to focus on positioning the boss when we were chasing him. This is the room we just fought him in. I thought there was a drop down area that had an item. This might be it. Okay, iron door key. Check the iron door key. I'm trying to remember what that is. Key to the iron gate blocking the great mid-level bridge. I think that's the area we just opened up. I'm trying to remember where the hell that actually is right now. If we go back to the lantern that we started at and run back to the boss, that bridge is gone, but there is like a side path that you can take to get across. Right now I think I'm going to use one of the bold hunter's marks to use that lantern. I'm trying to remember where the hell one of those drop downs were, because I thought there was an item. No, not here. I thought there was an item back by that. This was the first one. There's alright, yeah, there it is. We'll go up a little bit more. Actually, the bridge is right here. I just remembered that. I was like, oh yeah, it's by the last one as we come up, and that's a chunk. So I'm glad we came back for this. And this is where we dropped in to fight the boss in the last area. So we'll cross this bridge, hit this lantern up, go back to the dream, and take care of business there, and wrap this one up. $67,000 echoes. Looking pretty good. I'll probably invest these ones into strength.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well. Let me.
And oh, we get 2 levels here. Okay, so 1 and then 2 for the next one. So I think I'm gonna do that. Got 2 levels. Nice. Very happy about that. And swap out these runes before I forget. This is the one that I had on for the boss. Arcane damage reduction plus 7%. Go to Moon real quick. This is one we were running around with. More echoes from slain enemies. And this is the higher tier for it. As you see, the graphic for it is more colorful, similar to like Eye. But equip that, and we have the stamina one still equipped and the HP. So I'm going to call this an episode here, guys. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and remember, a hunter is a hunter, even in a dream. Peace!